Hello, everyone. Katie here from Simply Earth, and I am so excited to do a recipe box review with you. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So, we're going to be walking through the September recipe box that starts heading your way September 1 if you are a subscriber. I'm really excited to walk through this with you today. So, if you're watching, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. It's such a beautiful day. I'm so great to be here. We'll wait just a couple moments for people to jump on. Hope you guys are all doing well. Got some fun. Let me know what fun Labor Day weekend plans you have or what you plan on enjoying over the weekend. Hi, Jackie in Florida. So glad you could make it. Excited to show you this box. I'll also talk about the natural deodorant DIY kit, which is launching very soon. So I'll show you what's in there too. Hey, Mary in Arkansas, Marianne, so glad you could make it. And Kentra, hi, in Virginia. Awesome. We are located in Wisconsin, about an hour north of Milwaukee, along the beautiful Lake Michigan. Very thankful to live where we live. Jennifer in Ecuador, welcome, welcome. International viewership. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this little box of wonders. As I go through, please share what you are excited about and what you're looking forward to. When I share the oils, share what you like to use them for. This is such a great community. I love learning from you guys, and I can't wait for you guys to get going with this box and learn some new techniques and new ways to use essential oils. So every recipe box from Simply Earth has a theme, and our September theme is everyday essentials, which is a very important theme because everyday essentials are products you use every day or almost every day. And when you're trying to live a more non-toxic lifestyle, these are the products that are a great place to try to find swaps for because effects can build up over time. Deodorant is a famous one for that because you use that every day and it changes the biome of your armpits. And so replacing that with a natural alternative, like what's possible with our DIY kit that I'll share with you, along with the products that you make in this month's recipe box, can really make a difference with our lifestyles. Hello, Holly in Illinois. Welcome, welcome. So every essential oil or every recipe box has 4 full-size essential oils. And this month you are getting the very, very popular peppermint essential oil. This was a game changer for me when I first started getting into essential oils and was really like, wow, these really work. Peppermint essential oil is naturally cooling and soothing to the skin. You do want to be sure to use it at a 5% dilution rate or lower. We already figured that out in our recipes for you. A dilution rate is how much is in a product compared to the rest of the ingredients. And you never want to use an essential oil right on the skin. Peppermint is one of those because or peppermint in particular, because if you put it directly on your skin or undiluted, instead of that amazing cooling sensation, it'll actually create a burning sensation. And you can just wash that away with soap and water. But ideally, you want to experience that wonderful cooling properties of peppermint. So we want to make sure to dilute it properly. It has that wonderful minty, refreshing smell. And it was a game changer for me because I get headaches, and this oil has been amazing with helping soothe those. I love using it in a roll-on and just rubbing it across my temples and the back of my neck when my head is, giving me the aches. So the first one is peppermint oil, and this is a really popular oil. So if you've used essential oils before and have used peppermint, please share in the comments what you love using peppermint for. It's also a natural insect deterrent. So people will spray their floorboards and houses with it to help keep ants and insects just out of their house. So that's another fun use of that too. Next up, we have a not very common essential oil, and that is cajeput. And cajeput has been used throughout history for hundreds of years for its for medicinal purposes. It was really popular for soothing, helping heal, and helping soothe, and help easing breathing. So next month we're going to be focusing on home remedies, and this is an oil that you can incorporate into next month's recipes if you'd like for those benefits. Next up is balsam fir. This is a newer oil to Simply Earth. I think we got it just last year, and it smells really good. It's got that like pine aroma, but it's also softly balsamic. It really feels like the Christmas tree is right next to you, or you're visiting a Christmas tree farm, because it's got kind of those balsamic notes, and it smells so good. This one, fun fact, I was just refreshing my knowledge on uses of these oils, and learned that it was used in the Civil War. It was one of the um, first natural medicines used to help treat soldiers during that war, for colds, to help support healing and things like that too. So I thought that was really interesting. And next up, this is a new blend to Simply Earth, newer blend. It's been out maybe 6 months or so, and that is Resilience Essential Oil Blend. So I'm really excited it's in this box. It contains hoe wood, frankincense, black spruce, and blue tansy, and it helps promote feelings of confidence or valor. And it smells really good. It's also really great in skincare. And can you see the top? It has this beautiful blue hue to it. That's really fun to use in products. I saw someone in our Facebook group who made a blue tansy body oil recently, and it was just so pretty because of that natural blue color of blue tansy that's in there. This one is a 5 milliliter bottle, which is our full size for this oil. So don't be surprised when it's in a smaller bottle. We do that with more expensive oils to help keep them affordable and accessible for everyone. So those are the oils in this month's box. Which one are you most looking forward to using or trying, or just know that you already love? We've got Jamie in Kansas City. Welcome. Holly uses peppermint for keeping your spiders out of your basement. Awesome. And Kentra also uses it to keep ants away and headaches. And on a constant basis, along with essential oils, helps you breathe easier with allergies. Yeah, that's awesome. My allergies have been flaring up a little bit lately. Jackie says she loves Resilience, and Kendra is excited to try Resilience. We've got another love for Resilience. Awesome. It's a really great oil. I love it. I made a face serum with it. It's just a really great oil. And it's so gentle. I have very sensitive skin, so I can't handle a lot of very many essential oils on my skin. But Resilience, it was like a little breath of fresh air on my face. It was really nice. So next up, let's talk about the key ingredients you get in this box. And then we'll talk about the recipes you make. So the key ingredients in this month's box are this handy, cute little push-up tube. It's got a little disc on the bottom. You'll put one of your recipes in it, and this disc pushes up. It does, when you pour your product in here, what can happen is that the product will stick to the edges of the tube or along the seal of the bottom, and so it can be difficult to push up the first time you use it. if that happens, what I like to do is I just grab one of my essential oils and just go and force it up. And that's a really easy way to get the tube functioning like it should. That's really common with any deodorant type products that you pour in. All right, so here's this. There's also lines on the front, so you can either put your label from your stickers on those lines, or you can hand write what you made. Next up, we have our body wash powder. This makes making your own DIY body wash super easy. What you'll do is you'll first activate this powder by letting it sit in water for a while. And during that time, it will expand. And then you will, once it's expanded and activated, then you can add a little bit of carrier oil along with essential oils to make it. This is a really easy body wash. It's always, if you like a gel body cleanser, this is nice because they're not shipping water to you. A lot of the number one ingredient on dish soaps and body washes is water. So this keeps out the water to make it easier to ship. And also there's like environmental impacts of shipping water. So it's nice that it's just as it is. Okay, so next up, an underrated ingredient, but a key one in anyone's natural DIY arsenal. I'm really excited for you to try it. Is lavender hydrosol. And it's going to come with a different cap on it in the box. This will be in your box, and you can replace that. And now you just have a handy everyday spray. That's actually one of the recipes in the box. And you're going to love this. I use it on a lot of things. So one of the ways I like to use it is if I'm just feeling kind of gross during the day, like I've been sitting at my computer too long, or if you're feeling really hot, you can spritz yourself with it, and it's naturally cooling and soothing. Or if you spent too much time in the sun, you can spray it to help soothe your skin. You want to, if you're sunburned, you don't want to put it on fresh sunburn because fresh sunburn is super sensitive. You want your skin to start healing itself a little bit, and then you can add this to it to help soothe and boost that. Usually, if you get sunburned, you want to wait at around 10 to 24 hours before you put anything on your sunburn. And I know that from experience. I get sunburned pretty easily. So those are your key extras in this month's box. Let me know what you are most excited for. So let me read your comments. Kentra is saying we won't look like a Smurf when we use it on your face. I mentioned using Resilience in a serum, and it has a natural blue color to it. No, that color will not affect. It won't make you blue. In order to like have the product leave a color on your skin, you have to use a really strong colorant like our pigments. If you've made any of our makeup recipe, that will make your skin turn blue. This will not. That's just the hue of this. It will not make you blue. Good question. Jennifer mentioned she likes using it in skincare too. Jamie's asking if we have our recipe cards stickers available. I think they might be available with our recipe cards. I don't think we sell them separately. But that's a good question. The only way we have these available is you can buy past recipe cards on our website. And once we run out of them, we sell digital copies of them. So you might be able to get digital copies of this with that. I'm not 100%. You can email us at help@simplyearth.com if you're curious about that, and our team can give you more details there. And then you would just print it on a big sticker sheet and then cut it out. Oh, Jamie, you're asking, do we have more of the year 2021 and 2022? I think we are only selling digital copies of those. Once we run out of the physical cards, we don't sell them anymore. We also have recipe books that I have right here. I'm going to grab one. So here's our 2022 edition of our recipe book, and this contains all of the recipes from that recipe box. So we do have that as well. Jackie says the body wash powder is great. Hi, Kim. Welcome. All right. So let's keep going. Jamie, you're mentioning we should get more sticker recipes. We do sell blank labels where you can write it in. But once we sell out of our recipe box, it's hard for us to keep recipe cards like this on hand from a manufacturing standpoint. So that's why we don't continue with them. Okay, so let's talk about the recipes. Woo! Talk about the recipes you're gonna make. Here we go. The first one is that body wash recipe. You'll want to put it in a bottle like this. You can get it from Simply Earth and add it to your box and get 10% off. You do, or if you have something similar on hand, that's great too. And you just, like I mentioned, you'll add some water, add the body wash powder, give it time to activate. It will expand during that time. And then you'll mix in some essential oils and carrier oil too. And you'll end up with a nice body wash that smells really good. I just put it on my hand. Oh, and then I can show you our next recipe to get it off my hand. Okay, the next recipe is some grab and go cleaning wipes. So what you'll do with this recipe is you'll add a little bit of hydrosol, a little bit of vinegar, or if you have Castile soap at home, you can add that or similar soap. You'll add 10 drops of Cajaput for its amazing cleaning properties, along with some water and some paper towels. It's higher quality paper towels will work better for this. And now you have a ready to go cleaning wipe that you can use to wash and clean surfaces, clean off your hands, whatever you'd like. For this one, unless you want to remake it regularly, you'll want to have a preservative on hand. And we recommend using GeoGuard ECT. And you can add that to your box for 10% off and free shipping. And that will allow your wipes to last a lot longer. Otherwise, you could make a small batch and then remake it as needed. So for this one, you'll want paper towels at home that you can mix into this. You'll want Castile soap, or you can use vinegar. You could also use dish soap and preservative, and then a jar to put it in. All right, next up, I showed you the body wash. I'm just organizing my recipe cards. Next up, we have that lavender everyday spray where you're just going to put a spray cap on your lavender hydrosol, and then you can spritz it on your face to soothe your skin. You can also spray it on linens and pillows. It's a great thing to spritz on your pillow at night before bedtime to give you that calming relaxation that the smell of lavender creates. You might be wondering what's the difference between lavender essential oil and lavender hydrosol. Lavender essential oil, well, let me back up a minute. When you make lavender essential oil, what you do is you take lavender plants and you cook them in water, and then the steam rises and then it cools. And once it's cooled, you're left with leftover water and essential oil. So lavender essential oil is that oil that rises to the surface, and they separate from the rest of the batch. And that leftover water contains amazing gentle properties of lavender in its water form. So you can use it to replace water in types of recipes. I will often add it to my hand soap recipes or add it directly to my kids' bath. It is kid safe and baby safe. It's super gentle. And it doesn't have to be diluted. Like essential oils need to be diluted. Lavender hydrosol does not need to be diluted. You can dilute it, but you don't have to. Okay, next up we have our Revive and Refresh Balm. And this balm is great for supporting respiration. And like I mentioned, if the first time you use it, if it's hard to push up on the bottom of the tube, just grab an essential oil bottle and push it upwards. And this balm will be great. You can apply it to your chest to help support easy breathing at night, um, and feel refreshed and revived. So that's really handy as kids start going back to school and bringing home sickness, or people just are inside more, coming up here soon. So this will, which makes sickness spread more, and so this will be a handy one to have on hand. All right, we've got 2 recipes left, and that is our roll-on and diffuser blend. Every recipe box, we always have 4 themed recipes and then 2 recipes. That one is a diffuser blend and one is a roll-on. So our diffuser blend helps support feelings of clarity and calmness. And so back to school season can be really stressful. Put this in the diffuser to help everybody feel calm. Or if you're at work and you just feel like overwhelmed, use this to help support feelings of calmness and clarity. Be rooted in clarity. I think you're really going to like the way it smells. I can smell that blue tansy from the Resilience blend. And it also has peppermint in it. So it's got that sweet, soothing mintiness along with 1 drop of balsam fir. It's really good. I think you guys are really going to like it. And then our last recipe is our roll-on, and that is our Tummy Soothe roll-on recipe. And that uses peppermint, balsam fir, and cajeput. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, these essential oils have been used for hundreds of years as medicine. And so we'll be using some of that historical usage to help soothe your tummy. These oils are also really great at supporting easy breathing, and it's got 4 drops of peppermint in it, which is definitely going to be strong enough to soothe any headaches that you might have, that I might get. Super helpful for that. So there's a look at our September recipe box. You've got some grab and go wipes that you can use to clean, your Tummy Soothe roll-on, Rooted Clarity diffuser blend, our Lavender hydrosol everyday spray. Use it as a room refresher. I like to keep this in my kids' room. I got a 2-year-old, so when I change her diaper, changes everything. And this Refresh and Revive balm to help soothe congestion and support easy breathing, and also this body wash. So products that you can incorporate into your lifestyle to be more natural and toxin-free. Yeah. So let me know what you guys are excited about. Jackie mentions that COVID seems to be making a comeback. Yeah, you're right. It's really high in our area right now. Jamie used some bath salts this week that were really great. That's awesome. You're going to get the DIY Blessings candle kit, which is super fun. I love making that. And DIY bath bombs, awesome. The reaction on those is just so cool. Lauren is looking forward to the diffuser blend. Hi, Vivian in Denver. Welcome, welcome. Loves that roll-on and loves that it's multi-use like many recipes. Yeah, essential oils can be used for so many things. Lauren's excited for the box. That's awesome. Vivian says she loves lavender hydrosol for sunburn along with aloe vera. Yeah, I will often mix lavender hydrosol with aloe vera when we got sunburned in our family. And Holly loves the idea of wipes. That's awesome. I'm going to have I made this checklist where you can walk yourself through the box as you open it. I've got to get that link to you yet. I'll link it below this video. I'll also share it in our Facebook group. So if you're a subscriber, make sure to join our group and I'll get that link out hopefully within a half hour of this video. And yeah, it'll walk you through it so you can understand what you're opening and check things off because that's just always so satisfying, right? I love a good checklist. All right, and so now let's talk about another everyday essential product that we use, deodorant. And let me give you some tips and tricks for our new kit that is coming out the beginning of September. So natural deodorant is an important natural swap. I've got a finished one here. I've got a finished one here because we use deodorant every day, right? Or most days. I often forget. But one of the great benefits of natural deodorant is it helps balance out the bacteria in your armpits. So the reason we stink, the reason we get body odor is that we have bacteria that live in our armpits and get stinky when we sweat. And when we use traditional store-bought deodorants, especially ones containing aluminum, those work by clogging your armpit pores with aluminum, which those bacteria don't like. And so it works really well. But what it does is it builds up over time and can be linked to some harmful side effects. And so a great swap to make is switching to a natural deodorant. And natural deodorants are quite expensive, but guess what? They're really easy to make. So we've got this kit to help you make them at home. So let me show you what's in the DIY kit. And before I get into that, one thing to know about swapping to a natural deodorant is that it can take some time for your body to adjust. So if you're switching from a store-bought deodorant where you have all this buildup of aluminum in your pores, your body has to sweat and detox that before this deodorant will really start working for you. And I've been using this all summer. We had a heat wave in June. Do you guys remember that? Early June. And we went to an outdoor festival in Iowa. So just like baking in the sun amongst the cornfields. And it was 100 degrees. And guess who didn't stink? Me. With this deodorant. And part of that is my body has adjusted from those extreme deodorants to this that works with my body to create a good, healthy environment in my armpits so that on days that are extreme like that, my body can handle it. So let's talk about what's in this great DIY kit. And one thing I want to say right away too is this recipe works better with a scale. If you are measuring by volume, you should add an extra half tablespoon of beeswax and a half tablespoon of almond oil to allow for things getting packed differently in measuring tools. So we're putting that information isn't on our recipe cards yet, but we're putting that on our blogs and all that and everywhere we can. Because if you make it by weight, you will have exactly enough to fill up each of these tubes just below that line, and that's intentional because it can be hard to push up. And so if you have a little bit of space, it makes it a little bit easier because just like this tube, like I was saying, after you pour this, it can stick to the sides. And what you'll need to do is warm it up with your hands to break that seal, help it melt a little bit, or put it in a sunny window for a few minutes, and then you should be able to turn it upwards. But we had that on some of the ones we made. So there's a helpful tip for you. So in this kit, you'll get beeswax. This helps hold our natural deodorant together. You'll also get shea butter, and that's going to create this beautiful consistency for your deodorant. You'll also get almond oil. And that's going to also help create the consistency for our products. It's also going to, so it's going to help with spreadability and also dilutes essential oils along with the shea butter. You'll also get zinc oxide, and this is cosmetic zinc oxide, safe to use in deodorants, and cosmetic products. And it's a natural deodorizer. It's also very soothing to your skin. So trying to remember if you have a little leftover or not of zinc oxide. If you do, I like to incorporate this into body butters or balms that I'm specifically using to soothe skin. So if you have a little bit extra, that's a good place to use it in. I've got another thing of beeswax in here. And then a new ingredient to Simply Earth, and that is magnesium hydroxide. I'm excited about this ingredient. So a lot of natural deodorants have baking soda in them, but baking soda is acidic and it will hurt your skin over time. Did I say that right? Or is baking soda a base? Okay. But over time, what it'll do is you've got an acid mantle layer on your skin. Baking soda for sensitive skinned people will irritate your skin probably right away. For people with less irritated skin, you will be loving your natural deodorant for 4 or 5 months. And then all of a sudden, you have irritated hives in your armpit. And that's because of the baking soda over time. We're affecting that acid mantle layer on your skin. And so to replace baking soda, we have magnesium hydroxide, which is a much more gentle alternative, but also very good at odor fighting. You also get 6 deodorant tubes. And we've got this little cute box in there. And in there you will find your recipe card. You will find 6 labels for your deodorant tubes. And the essential oils we're going to scent these with are Gone and lemongrass. And I've given you 2 scent options on your recipe card. And one is more Gone forward, which is more of a soft, grounded aroma. And then the other version has more lemongrass in it. And that one is more fresh and bold. I personally use the fresh and bold version. I like that one a touch more, but they're both really great. You can put both on a cotton ball to see which scent you like more. I put instructions for that on the back of the card. And yeah, so with making natural deodorant, you'll melt some ingredients and then you'll add your dry ingredients and stir it all together, and you'll need one ingredient from home, and that is either cornstarch or arrowroot powder. Either one of those work. Most people have cornstarch at their home. Arrowroot powder is also in the baking aisle, and it's slightly more popular to use in natural cosmetics than cornstarch, but both are great. I usually use cornstarch because that's typically what I have on hand. And you'll add your dry ingredients. And then another key tip I have for you is to make sure there's no clumps. And because cornstarch and dry ingredients, once you add them, will kind of clump together. In order to get a nice smooth deodorant like this one that doesn't get clumpy, is you'll want to stir it well to make sure there are no clumps. I had another tip. Oh, and once you add those dry ingredients, your deodorant is naturally going to start cooling because it's got all these dry ingredients absorbing energy, taking away energy from those liquid ingredients. And if that happens, you'll just want to briefly, gently melt it in the microwave or the double boiler, whatever instrument you are using to melt your ingredients, so that you can pour it in. All right, so we've got some questions. Let me see. Okay. Vivian's excited about the deodorant kit. He said he loved the Pioneer deodorant and loves the one that you have begun. Awesome. Yes, this is our first deodorant. We have quite a few deodorant recipes on our blog, and yeah, people like them. This is our first one with magnesium hydroxide. So I'm interested to see what you think of that. Someone mentioned you added kaolin clay to theirs, which is you can add that to your deodorant. You can also make like a mask for your armpits to help draw out. If you've been using a traditional deodorant for a long time, you'll have buildup in your armpits, and that can help draw that out. Kentra's asking if the deodorant will stay good longer if it's stored in the fridge. This will have a really great shelf life because it contains no water. You can store it in the fridge. If you live somewhere hot, you might want to do that. I saw someone else mentioned that they'll add a little extra beeswax to their deodorant. Oh, and Jackie says she keeps it in the fridge because it can get soft. Yes, that's true. So if you live somewhere warmer or your house is a little bit on the warm side, putting it in the fridge, yeah, that's a good tip. Another ingredient that's coming to Simply Earth in January, so sneak peek here, glad you came to the live, is stearic acid. And stearic acid is the naturally occurring chemical that makes coconut oil solid at room temperature. And you can add that to deodorants too to help keep them more solid. It's a really popular ingredient for people who live in warm environments. Oh, and yes, Rifki says, thanks for the tips. Yeah. Happy to share. I'll try to do a post too about it. Cool. So there's a look at our recipe box where you are creating products that you could incorporate into your lifestyle to have more natural products in your life and less toxic ones. Along with our deodorant kit where you'll be able to make 6 DIY deodorants. And yeah, I just made the one I just showed you is one I just made yesterday. Smells really good. I really like the lemongrass forward one. I also find that with natural deodorants, it does matter what essential oils you use. Like it can make a big difference. For me, I sweat a lot. On how well it works. So this has been a really good combination for me, the lemongrass and Biogion. I originally had lime in this kit, and I love that oil. It's one of my favorite essential oils, but it wasn't strong enough for me. And so we switched it to lemongrass, and that's been great. So if another oil that I really like in my natural deodorants is pine. I think that balsam fir that you're getting in your recipe box would work well too. That one's such a good deodorizer. Pine is. So I like that one too in my deodorants. Tea tree, also a great one. So if you want to play around and customize things, of course you can. Make the deodorant of your dreams. And hopefully this kit makes it really easy for you. Oh, and Jackie mentions you made a cream deodorant with citronella and lemongrass. I like that. If you wanted this recipe to be more creamy, all you would need to do is reduce the amount of beeswax. And then instead of pouring it into here, I would pour it into a jar. Let me see. So this recipe uses 4 ounces, nope, a little over 3 ounces of beeswax. If you reduced, I'd play around with it, but I think if you reduced it to 2 tablespoons, it would be quite creamy and would work as a cream deodorant. Because I think Rivki, maybe you were asking about that earlier too. Cool. All right, guys, it has been a joy. I will have a workshop later in the month where I will be making some products from our recipe box live. I might do the deodorant kit I'll do kind of got to figure that out yet. But I'll be making some products live that I wouldn't have time to do both, probably. That's what I'm getting at. If I have time, I like to do both. And also, some of you have maybe seen Tessa in our Facebook group. She has been working on the Hero course with me. So as a subscriber, you get free access to our Essential Oil Hero course, where you can get more tips on customizing your own natural deodorant or own body wash, and just how to use essential oils safely, and confidently creating your own products. And she's been helping me out with the course, and you'll be seeing her more and more in our videos. And she will be live in early September. It might be like September 12th, the Thursday around there. And she is going to be making our perfume kit. So we have a DIY perfume kit, and that you can make your own natural perfumes with. And it's really fun. And she's really fun. So I think you guys will enjoy hanging out with her too. Oh, and Vivian mentions, yeah, we have some tins that would be perfect for a cream deodorant. Thanks, Vivian. Yeah, they've got a window top. They're super cute. And so if you wanted to make this recipe and reduce the amount of beeswax, another thing, if you wanted to make even a bigger quantity, you could keep the beeswax the same and up the amount of almond oil and shea butter. And that also plays with the consistency. For this one, I would probably scale back the beeswax. That just sounds a little bit easier in my head. But yeah, so that's a great tip. Oh, Holly, good question. She's asking, how do you know how much essential oil to add if swapping oils? For almost every essential oil, you can just use the exact same amount of drops. The exception to that is some oils are more irritating to others than others. So the dilution rate on our deodorant is 2%, which will work with most oils. The oils that it wouldn't work with, for example, is cajeput. That's in your recipe box. Cassia, cinnamon, clove, spicy oils. You want to use those at a lower rate. But for most oils like pine, you would be able to just swap this for the same number of drops. And if you ever have questions on a specific recipe like that, like say, I want to try this oil in this recipe, can I use the same number of drops? Our Facebook group is amazing, and you can ask there, or our help team. Happy to help. Questions like those often get filtered to me, so I can help with that too. Okay. Vivian, I see your question. Are the recipes on the Hero Kit, like the foundation and concealer, only available for people if they purchase the Hero Kits? Couldn't see the recipes posted anywhere. They are in the Hero course. So the ones in the kit are the same ones in the Hero course. So if you got the July, was it July? Either June or July, whatever our beauty month was, that if you got that box, you will have access to the course and you can see those recipes there. I do have foundation recipes on the blog that the course ones are based off of too. June. Thanks, Kendra. So if you got the June recipe box, you have access to that course. Oh, and Holly said, thank you. Excellent live today. Lots of tips. I'm glad. Good. Thanks, guys. It's really encouraging. Mary says she's excited for the deodorant kit. Awesome. Rivka's excited for all the recipes. Awesome. Oh, Vivian, you're getting your t-shirt in January? Awesome. What? Remind me of the milestone that is that you get a t-shirt. Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Cool. Awesome. Okay, guys. Thanks for being a part of our amazing community. We're so thankful for you guys. And it just you guys help create Simply Earth to be its wonderful self. So thanks for joining me in this video. Holly, 2 years. Thank you. And Vivian, 2 years. Thank you for reminding me. Group hug. So glad you're here. 1 year is a royalty blend. Okay. So if you're a subscriber, make sure to check inside your account. You get rewards periodically or every few months or so at different marks. And you do need to say, yes, I want this reward. And then it'll get added to your box. So be sure to check that. Cool. Awesome. Holly, Vivian, Lauren, thanks so much for being subscribers for 1 to 2 years. That's awesome. Cool. And all you new people, we're so glad you're here too. It's a great community. You're in a good place. All right, guys. So I will see you. I got to check my dates, but it's the 3rd Thursday of the month. So it's like September 18. I will be live and Tessa will be live, I believe, the week before. You should see emails about it. Nearly 4 years, Jackie. Oh, that's so awesome. And Vivian says, thanks for creating wonderful products. I'm glad you love them. All right, guys. So I will see you in a couple weeks, and I am active in our Facebook group. So if you post there and tag me, I get a lot of notifications there, so I might see it. But other people are in there too that can help answer your questions. So see you guys.